The young satellites basically are a young man called Conor, Jack Davison and Lydia who's 16. She's the youngest. She is very experimental and she's trying to push boundaries with what she's doing. It gives her a voice to be able to say what she wants to say.
It feels almost like you're just walking into a room naked sometimes. It's kind of like everyone just seeing you kind of stripped back to me, really. The pictures are very me. They're not trying to be someone else, they're me. So, but it does feel quite kind of exhilarating and kind of liberating.
I'm not a very good drawer, not a very good painter, not a very good writer. And then I met my dad for the first time when I was 13. And he's a photographer. And on the first day that I'd ever met him, he shoved his camera in my hand and started telling me to take pictures of anything and everything.
Conor's work is, to a degree, very preconceived. He knows before he actually picks up a camera what it is he wants from the picture. I mean, I like to think them as being a little bit kind of Alfred Hitchcock. They're a bit spooky and a bit dark, but not dark in a depressing way, dark in a Hammer horror kind of manner.
I don't think, by any stretch of the imagination, that my photography is, I've perfected it. It's still very rough. I sort of think of a lot of them as sketches, I guess.
The themes in Jack's work are very much related to where he lives. In the beginning, he was living in the countryside, so there were a lot of country themes that were being explored.
I think it's the one particular of my dad, which is the torso of my dad and the little boy who's my cousin in a field outside my house. It kind of has that kind of taken on poignancy. I don't like setting stuff up. Like, I don't like doing all late. Sometimes if setting it up, it kind of becomes quite forced and kind of it's better if it's just kind of got.
And he's got an incredibly classical eye. I wouldn't call it a 21st century eye. I'd say it's more of a 20th century eye. It's much more painterly. He sees the shapes and the way he wants things to look in a very classical photographic manner.
The work's great, man. The work is really good. I've came down with my friend Paddy, man, and we've blown away with it, man. Do you know what I mean? These kids are young kids, like 16 to 18 or whatever. You know, it's scary. If I was taking, well, I wish I was taking photos at that age, man, which I certainly wasn't, man. So, you know, the sky's the limit, man.
Everything has really drawn me in, and I think that's really exciting to have some great stuff within a small space. You know, so it's great. I mean, I've worked in the past with people like Herb Ritz and Annie Leibovitz, and they used to do a lot of music for the International Centre of Photography in New York. So, you know, I met a lot of amazing photographers and worked with them. But, you know, so I'm seeing some good stuff here.